What is up, YouTube? This is Coffee with Danny. So if you haven't already, get in your car, drive to work, listen to me, and sip on a wonderful cup of Joe because I'm talking to Frodo. Talking to you, Frodo. Actually, if anyone out there in the world is named Frodo, please drop a comment because that would be wild. I've never met anyone named Frodo, and I've only heard of that name from Lord of the Rings. But today, this isn't about Lord of the Rings. It's not about The Hobbit. You know, we're talking about Disney. Magical place, wonderful place. Love going to Disney. Try to go there at least once a year, if not twice a year. Who knows, maybe 3 times a year. That's spontaneous, right? Why not go to every freaking festival at Epcot? Because you're an adult and you have adult money and you should do the things you want to do because life is short. So it's better to live today than dwell on dreams. That came from some Harry Potter guy or Harry Potter or I don't know. Whoever actually wrote that. I don't know if she wrote that or not. But we can't talk about Rowling because everyone on the internet hates her, apparently. I don't know. I'm a Harry Potter fan. But let's talk about Disney, guys. So today, I'm going to rank and tier all the Disney World rides from my viewpoint. Going to use my similar method here, Hall of Fame, and then I've switched the bottom to just straight up nah. Because if it's not nah, it's a nah. It's not really a flop today. It's going to be a nah. I'm not getting in that line. And I'm going to view them from the premise of you have about 30 minutes to wait to get on this ride. Are you going to do it? And it's not from the viewpoint of you're going to go walk to another ride. It's just you have 30 minutes. Are you going to wait and ride this ride? 30 minutes? Mid-season crowd levels? 30 minutes. Not that bad. I mean, some of these rides probably peak at like an hour on average. So, you know, we'll see what we got here. But let's kick it off. Further ado, not talking to you, but I am talking to you, Frodo. So throw that like down there. And we're going to start with, ooh, looks like Ratatouille. Remy's Ratatouille. And we're going to go with Epcot. Everything's Disney World here, guys. You got 30 minutes. The line's 30 minutes. Your friends are in line with you and they're like, you want to ride it? And you're like, nah, kind of messy. Here's my reason, though. I'll be honest. I haven't rode the 2D version. So if you haven't heard, it was 3D originally and now it's 2D. It's probably a better ride and a better experience because no one wants to wear glasses on the ride and no one likes those annoying screens. I bet when I come back and ride this the next time, yeah, it's been a little while, guys. Shame on me. It's probably going to be a good time. I bet the weights are a little bit lower now. Probably not as popular. Everyone's had their mojo, fojo on it. And now it's probably a good time, but I'm leaving it kind of messy to put us at a grounded level. But let's talk about Rise of the Resistance. Ooh, that's probably the longest line I've ever waited on. It was close to opening year. Might have been opening like season. Meaning like if it was summer it opened, it might have been in summer. I can't remember exactly, but we waited a good 2 hours and my poor wife didn't even ride because she was pregnant. So credits kiddos to her. I'm going to say Rise of the Resistance is always a good time. And it's not even the ride. It's the more so the navigation through the different stages of the queue. Because as you wait and you get inside, let's say once you get inside, because the outside lines, I mean, they're just traditional feedbacks through caves, or if it's really long, it's ropes out and outside the Galaxy's Edge. That's right, guys. They can go all the way outside of Galaxy's Edge, and you can be almost behind, like, where they do the meet and greet sometimes for some of the Toy Story characters, or to, like, the backside or the original entrance of Mr. Potato Head. Yeah, I've been there, guys. I've waited back there. It's interesting. But anywho, it's a good time. Rise of Resistance, the crowd interaction, as long as the actors and the actresses, the staff member, the Imagineers, just the team that makes it glow are doing their job, it's a great time in line. That once you get into that part of the line, it flows to the line so quickly. You do the ride and you're like, oh, the ride wasn't even that cool. But the line was great. So, good time, guys. Thunder Mountain. Woo! Thunder Mountain's definitely a good time. And this is why, man. Thunder Mountain's a fast load. Cannot wait for it to reopen. Let's pause here. I'm going to throw it a good time for a moment and then we might move it. I have heard, and I'm assuming this is a valid source because it was like DSNY Newscast threw this out there, that the height limit is going down to 36 inches, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 2-inch drop. That is huge because this becomes potentially like a 3-year-old's first roller coaster. So now it's a much more family option. No one's got to wait outside. Everyone, knock on wood, I mean, if you got a 2-year-old, you probably can't do it because my 2-year-old's not quite there. But I think once we get about 2.5 to 3 years, we're going to be right about that 36-inch line. She's like taller percentile. I get that. So maybe some kids aren't on that taller percentile side. But that's going to drop at a good 6 months or a year. 2 inches is a big drop down, which means this ride is going to be smooth. I cannot wait to ride this ride when it reopens. The new track layout must be great. Can't wait to see whatever pyro effects they do going up the tunnel, because that's my least favorite part. It's just a little loud in there. But the roller coaster ride, it's great. Fast loads. I almost love how they funnel us all together. They probably have changed this. Funnel us and you're like, you got to pick a side. And it's always like, well, this side's moving. Everyone jumps over there. But realistically, that side's moving because it just loaded. So really the other side is going to put you down farther in the path at this exact moment in time. But at the end of the day, they load equally. So it doesn't matter. That was a lot to go through, guys. So have your sip of coffee because, whoo, get at it. Get at your morning, guys. Do something great today. All right. Good time right now, guys. It is a good time, but I guarantee you when you drop that 2 inches and it's a smoother ride, new stuff, it might be Hall of Fame. It might jump Spotlight. I don't know yet. I haven't wrote it, but I cannot wait. All right. Haunted Mansion. Woo, 30-minute line. I'm definitely putting Haunted Mansion in the spotlight, and you can challenge them in this all day. I know it's a slow ride. I know it's a dark ride, and I think they've changed the scene in the beginning. There's no more of that. I think. I'm trying to remember if the last time that was already changed. I remember the Hatbox Ghost was in there, whatever you want to call his official name. But it's a good time, guys. It's hot in Florida. Every day I go there in Florida. Even if you go there in January, it's probably hot. I've been there once and it was cold. I don't go probably as much as some of you guys in Florida, but I go there a good bit. It's usually hot. I don't care what day of the year it is, what month of the year it's hot. And that is a great, cool, slow ride, a little bit longer ride that you can just sit and chill. Now, I'm going to be honest. The one thing they need to fix is that funnel as you exit the pre-show and you go into that funnel before you get into the first cutback that gets you on the conveyor belt. That funnel is a nightmare. It feels like you're going to get trampled. People are jerks. They need to change that. I don't know what the answer to that is, Disney, but if you're listening, get rid of that funnel because it is obnoxious. People get rude. People get violent. And that sometimes can make you not enjoy the ride. Crazy, right? The pre-stuff sometimes makes you not enjoy the ride. But right now, I'm going to put it as a spotlight because once you're on the actual ride itself, you got through the queue. I love it. It's just fun. It's relaxing. I want them to keep adding more haunts, more ghouls, more ghosts. Keep adding more people. I think there's 99. No, there's 1,000 now, I guess, if the Hatbox Ghost went in there. I might be saying his name wrong. I don't know. I saw the new Haunted Mansion movie. I enjoyed it. I was expecting like Pirates level. Same thing with Jungle Cruise. Expecting Pirates level. Wasn't there, but it wasn't bad. I think you guys could redo it again, reboot it, and make it better. Put some funding behind it. All right. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. You got 30 minutes, middle of the day. Kind of messy. I want to put it at 9 because it's a great cooldown thing. It's great to see it. I actually want to see the new updates they did to it. Or are doing to it. I'm not sure if they released the animatronic of Walt yet. I don't think they have. I don't think they gave us an opening date for that because I feel like people would be all over it on the vlogging side. But once it gets Walt's in there, I bet that's going to be a little bit more popular, and you might actually have to wait for a cycle or two, at least in the first few months it comes out. But it's kind of messy. The seats aren't comfortable. If you made comfortable seats, I'd put it as a good time. It's in the AC. It's a decent experience. It's a great culture grab for kiddos, teach them some life lessons. I think when they do the refresh, it'll probably be a good time as long as they change the seats and make it actually a little bit more, maybe more comedic. All right, Test Track, guys. Man, I haven't read the new version of Test Track. Shame on me. When you have kids, it's hard to do these e-ticket attractions every single time because usually you have to swap kids or you got to have someone watch the kids while you ride it. Sometimes it doesn't always align just depending on your party side and who's all with you. So I haven't rode the new version. So I'm a little bit biased here and I'm going to give you the old Test Track and more so off the test layout. It's kind of messy. It's like driving a car. If you just drove all the way to Disney World, which I did, I don't really want to go sit in a ride that stimulates a car. It's not that good. Like, okay, you get through the inside stuff. That's probably the best part. The inside stuff's the best part. And they open the door and you're about to go fast. Are you really going fast? You're going like tops 40, 35. I don't know. It can't be that fast. It's not rock and roller coaster where you're actually just getting at it like super quick. It's a no for me. I drive a car enough. I'm good with it. All right. Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is a good time. It's one of the longest loading lines ever. So if the wait says 50 minutes, it's 55. Add 5 minutes to that wait, if not more. It's something about that step over to water and putting a lot of people in a boat at a time. It does not load quick. So whatever that wait time says, it's probably true. So if it says 30 minutes, I'm getting on it. It's a good time. It's funny. Generally speaking, you get maybe a few of the same jokes if you wrote a lot, but usually people have their own little fresh takes on it or their own personalities, and that's exciting. So I'm cool with it. Good time, guys. Can they add more to it? Yeah, they can add a lot more to it, guys. I just want to throw that out there, Disney. You're adding improvements every day. Add something exciting, Jungle Cruise. And I know you did it when the movie came out, but that's been a while now. Just let's refresh it a little bit. All right. I forget what they call this, the Omni Mover. I don't know what they call this car. If you get selected and you get the option to it, don't do it. I know it's kind of rude to that cast member that's like, hey, you want to come ride the bus? I'll take you to the center of the. It's really not. If you walked, it's gonna be great. Okay, okay. Let me rechange this. If you have kids, do it. It's kind of messy. Kids are gonna think that's like special, and they're gonna think it's really cool. So if you have kids and they offer to do this, do this. Your kids are gonna like it. Fact. But if you don't have kids and you just want to go enjoy your day, maybe you want to walk in Starbucks. This thing's gonna take you straight down Main Street. You're not gonna get the experience of walking down Main Street. You're going to get the experience of riding behind Main Street and riding behind all the people walking on Main Street. I'm not a big fan of it, but I get kids who love it. If you have a kid and they get the option to do it, they're going to be like, yeah, we'll go back to the Main Street. I don't care. We just rode this cool car. We feel special, like a VIP guest. So kind of messy. All right. I can't even think of what these things are called right now. The rocket ships on top of Tomorrowland. I hate them so much. I don't ever ride them. This is why. The queue. The queue is terrible. You get sandwiched into this hot elevator. It's slow. And you go up 2 floors. And then you stand out in the hot baking sun because there is no shade. And you get inside of a hot car. The Astro Blasters, right? Astro Blasters? Orbital Blasters? I don't know. I'm still thinking of the name right now. It's not hitting me right now. It's a no. It's a nah. It's a skip. Go do Dumbo. Go do Flying Elephants. Skip it. The view's not that great. I'm out. You think the view would be better because you're up taller. It's not a good ride, guys. And then you got to get off the ride, wait back on the next elevator, and go down. You just smelled a bunch of smelly people from the last elevator that went down. Skip it. It's a hard pass for me. All right, Avatar. Man, 30 minutes for Avatar. Whoo, that's a spotlight. Okay. There was once a time the old fast pass system. I'm going to say that no one understood how to do the fast pass system. And I mean, no one. I can remember being at Avatar and the waits like 210, 240. I mean, it was up there getting a fast pass, jumping on the ride. And then within like 20 minutes, because something about fast pass back then when they had the old fast pass systems, fast passes were like you were on. And I swear we hit fast passes, did the refresh trick, got back on the ride. We rode this ride like twice in like 30 minutes. I have never went to the original queue. I heard it's cool. I have never did it. Learn fast passes, guys. Get fast passes. I know you have to pay for them today, lightning lanes, whatever. Call them what you want to, but it's worth it. And if you can get in Avatar in 30 minutes, it's a spotlight ride. And all you're doing is sitting on this Banshee, a little bicycle essentially, and you're just feeling like you're flying through Navi. I'm not even the biggest Avatar movie fan. I like the first one. Second one's okay. I haven't seen the third one. I'm gonna watch it soon. It should be coming on streaming pretty soon. I'm just waiting for it to be free. 3-hour movies. That's a long movie, guys. These movies are long. I've heard the next ones are gonna cut them down. I will become a huge Avatar fan when you put Avatar 4 and 5 at 2 hours or less. Just saying. That extra hour, unnecessary. Cut half that stuff. All right, but the ride is great. It's great. You really do feel the vibrations. And the first year that ride opened, that screen was unreal. It was the clearest thing in the world. And I don't know if I've gotten older and the screen's got a little bit more fuzzy and hazy, or if the ride itself has just aged a little bit with modern technology. But if you guys can upgrade that screen again and make it like super crystal clear, maybe you do an Avatar 2/3 like edition in there, or maybe it cycles through so you don't know what you get. You get 1, 2, or 3. Invest in it, Disney. Love the ride. Love the idea. It's like taking freaking, I don't even know what's the closest thing to it. I mean, I guess I don't know. I can't even think of another ride that's really close. I mean, you could argue the ride in Epcot's a little bit close to it, but it's not. It's not what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's a wonderful experience. If you never did it, go do it. Don't get spoiled. All right, Toy Story Mania. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure. For me, it's a great time. And I know they're changing it. Can't wait to see the new blasters, the new ride vehicle, and everything like that. But it is seriously like way, way, way over messy. Like I, I don't know. It's a weird one, right? Because it's aged. It's an aged ride. It feels like you're in the 90s, and I loved it. So I can't wait to see the new blasters and the new track layout. But I did enjoy knowing exactly what targets to hit and everything like that, and going in there and you're popping like, I don't think I ever did like the 99999, but I was usually in the 900,000s or like super super close, because you learn a few targets, learn a few tricks. You do that, you're gonna be top score, and it's always so funny. Like, what's your score? I'm like, oh, okay. Ooh. So anyway, I'm gonna miss that. So I can't wait to see it. They got a new tier for the what is it, Ace Commander or whatever the top tier is called, and I can't wait to see that. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Figment of imagination, nah. And Disney, you know it. We all know that anyone that's a Disney Parks fan and actually follows it through, you know, Figment's next on that list. That's going to be announced, and my guess is in D23. And this is why a lot of people are speculating this, and I'm 100% on board. The announcement is coming in D23 because you're going to have the new Animal Kingdom land with, well, not really new, but you're going to have Encanto over there in the Indie Drive, right? That whole area is going to be opening up pretty soon. You're going to have Montropolis and Hollywood Studios pretty soon, probably the latter year after that. And then you're going to have probably like Cars in Magic Kingdom first. And then my guess is probably Villains Land is going to after that. So you kind of have like this four-year growth plan for like 4 years of new releases, super big stuff, e-ticket stuff. Super excited people. It's going to draw a lot of people out. It's going to be great. And then you don't really have much going on in Epcot. And I think how you kind of balance that, because everyone loves going to Epcot at night and everyone loves the festivals. I think you just keep improving the festivals, keep improving the character experiences and meet and greets, and then you do Figment. And I don't know what the next Figment iteration has to be, but it's got to be good. Everyone loves Figment. Everyone loves the merch. He deserves this respect. Please do it, Disney. You will make a lot of hardcore fans super excited. Just do it well and do a dark ride. It doesn't have to be something state of the art. It just needs to be a well done dark ride. Do all your top tricks in this ride, and bam, you nailed it. So please do it. Please. All right, man. I can't even think of what these little space guys are called. The swirling saucers. Am I thinking of that right? Swirling saucers. 30-minute wait for that would be rough, so I'm gonna put it kind of messy. It's fun. I'm gonna get on swirly saucers, swirling saucers every chance I get. Now, if I get the option and then like, hey, this is a fast pass option, but there's better options out there, I'm gonna take something different over it. But swirling saucers fun. It kind of slings you to the side. It's not super rough. It slings you to the other side. Plays fun music. You know, it's kid friendly. It's a good ride. Kids are gonna love it. It's just short. I think if you could speed it up, but I don't know how you speed it up because then people probably actually start getting nauseous and sick. But anywho, yeah. So, man, this is Dumbo Circus. It doesn't actually look like the Dumbo Circus that I remember for some reason. That picture seems old or outdated. Dumbo Surface. Dumbo's is a good time. Usually, man, I'm saying Dumbos, if you're doing Disney right, you're getting on Dumbos at the right time of the day, and it's less than a 15-minute wait. And honestly, it's probably a 5-minute wait, even though it's posted as 15. And you just got to know how to play the game, guys. So you learn the system. But it's fun. You go up high, you control your lift. Kids love it. Usually you get back off and get back on if you want to do it a second time pretty smoothly. Dumbos is a good time. I love Dumbos. Now, I don't think we need all the other iterations like the Astro Orbiter, Blaster, Rockets, whatever you want to call those. The Aladdin one, there's no theming over there. Get rid of the Aladdin. Just, I don't know, add something, knock it out. Just don't even, just keep it open. Throw a fountain. I don't know. Get rid of Aladdin. Anywho, all right, Star Tours. Man, I remember the first time going through Star Tours and seeing like it was like C3PO and is R2D2 is the other droid in there? Yeah, R2D2 C3PO, they're in there, and I'm just like, wow, this is gonna be crazy, right? What are we doing? And then you get in there and you sit down on the screen, and I was disappointed, but I think I was disappointed because the scenery as a first time experience in there, I was blown away. Like you just walk through basically, I don't know if we were in Andor, but we were in like the Ewok trees. And you know, there's this big AT-AT out there, at whatever you call them, and you're going in there and you see a few droids and they're talking, and it's a pretty short queue. You're getting these glasses, so I'm like, I don't know. Is it they're like you're saying this is a ride, but then they're saying it's a show, and then you get in there and it's one of those traditional like mall simulation shows, but it's not. It's not. It's definitely not a mall simulation show. It is much better than the '90s mall like pop-up booth things. It's fun. If you get to be, the one that they're looking for, the rebel, that's really cool and exciting. It's happened to me like once. Um, I love how they change and add newer Star Wars in there, and it's kind of a mixture of everything. It's good. I'm not against it, but it's kind of messy compared to other attractions and other things you could be doing at the same time. But I wouldn't skip it. You could ride that ride probably a few times over and over and never get a repeat. So that's pretty exciting. All right, Spaceship Earth. Man, Spaceship Earth is a good time. Don't ride Spaceship Earth first when you get in Epcot. There's a trick, guys. Skip it, ride it later. The weights are going to go down as the day goes on. Everyone walks in and they see this giant Epcot golf ball. We're going to call it a golf ball because that's usually what people describe it if they don't actually understand what it is. And they're like, there's a ride in there? Oh, we got to do that. That's crazy. Skip it, go ride something else, come back later. The lines are going to be so low when you leave the park, it's going to be insane. But it's a good ride. I kind of am a little bit upset. We're going to go yell at Chapek, I guess, or Iger. I don't know who cut the funding. I have to go back. I think it was Chapek that cut the funding. We're going to get this whole new Epcot expansion. We're going to get the whole Epcot Center that was, rising from like multi-level platforms in the center. We didn't get that. We got some cheaper version of it, and it wasn't worth the wait. And Epcot didn't get Spaceship Earth did not get the renovation that everyone was hoping for. But anywho, no, never mind that. All right, let's talk about Everest. Whoo! Hall of Fame. And this is why you get a 30-minute wait for Everest. Take it. You want to do single rider line? It's probably pretty quick. But Everest usually isn't that long of a wait in general. It's a straightforward roller coaster. It's an outdoor roller coaster, but it's got enough mojo in it, a little jizz and jazz, that it is so good. It's a great roller coaster. There's no inversion, so you're not going to probably get sick if you're one of those kind of people. It's a little rough. It's not as smooth as I feel like it used to be. I feel like through the years, it's just getting rougher and rougher. So it's probably due for a track renovation and everything like that. But it's great. You go backwards, you go forwards. You go in the dark. You twirl around this way, twirl around that way. You go down that way, and then you're like, whoa! It's good. It's a good time that I have to say it's a Hall of Fame. I'm never going to be disappointed on Everest. I can ride it over and over again. Love it. All right. Woo, Speedway up tomorrow. Here's the only exception. Kids love it. My kid loves it. Absolutely loves it. Usually my wife rides with them. It's the gasoline for me, the smells, the odors. If you guys change this to EV and just made them simulate that sound or stimulate that sound, please just do it. Just do it. That's a step in the right direction. Or better idea, knock it all down because you already got cars over here. We don't need fake cars over here and build something new. Wow, didn't see that coming, Disney. Can't wait for that D23 announcement because I guarantee you that's in the books and the plans is either probably honestly going to get rid of the whole circus area and the speed track. And they're going to probably navigate and say, what can we put here that will get more people in this corner of the park? Because that's probably the more dead section of the park as a whole. Just saying. Maybe they're finally going to do my ear theory. You got the big outside, and then we're going to build 2 ears and make a Mickey Mouse. I don't know. No one else has said that. I came up with that first. Call dibs. Stamp it right now. No one else has said that. But, all right. It's a no, guys. Skip it. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy. There's not even a question. This honestly should be in a tier of itself, higher than Hall of a tier. It should be like the one and the only. It is the best ride, roller coaster, everything I've ever did. The only argument would be the pre-show is terrible because everyone knows the pathway. So holding us into a room to then open the store that we're going to fight over, kind of the same thing as Haunted Mansion. Get rid of that pre-show. Figure that out. No one likes that experience. But the ride itself, the best ride. Music fans probably vary. So sometimes you might get a song that you don't like. But I've heard that ride a few times now. Probably I don't know, 10 might be a little stretching it, but I've rode it a lot. And it's great every time. I want to ride it right now. It is wonderful. And I still can't describe what the experience is. So if you've never rode it, yeah, it's a must do. It's that ride alone is probably worth the Disney experience. It is very unreal. Now, if you go there and you wait 3 hours, you might think differently. But anywho, if you can keep that wait as minimum as possible, get a fast pass. It's worth the pay up. All right. Do we want to talk about this ride, guys? It's a small world after all. It's a small world I'm gonna put it not. I don't even think my kids like it, but they don't love it. You get on that ride and you're stuck on a boat for 20 minutes. If you run to that ride, yeah, I've done this before. It's waste. Don't. If someone convinces you to run at a gate opening, it's a small world and it's open because actually I think it's a phased open now, so it might not be open immediately. Don't do it. Go to another ride. You can get on this ride at any point of the day, probably for 20 minutes. If you want to fast pass it, there's gonna be 5,000 available. You're on a boat ride for 20 minutes. It's a not. It's kind of a skip, and a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying that because I know it's an iconic ride of Disney World, but they gotta do something. They gotta figure it out. Honestly, I'm on the team of get rid of it and let's rebuild Fairy Tale World. Add a Tangled attraction. I don't know. Do something different. All right, Safari, top tier. Top tier. You never get the same experience. It's crazy. It's like going to a zoo and you get to be lazy and someone tells you all the cool facts and all the information about the animals, and all you have to do is sit down and keep your hands and feet inside the moving vehicle at all times. And it's great. You're going to get closer to animals you've never seen before. If you get to ride it multiple times, it is always different. You ride in the rain, different. Ride in the daytime, different. Morning, different. Afternoon, different. You could probably ride this thing like every hour, and it's going to be completely different because you don't know what you're going to see, what animals are going to navigate in your pathway. I've seen rhinos chase us, rhinos in front of us, lions roaring. It's crazy. You see it all. Giraffes coming up to you, little baby giraffes, like literally almost eating your face. It's crazy. Great ride, Disney. Please never get it. Please support the animals, guys. Pick up your trash and litter, because if you don't do that, there won't be no animals. It's a great message all around. Whew, love it. All right, teacups. Yeah, teacups are a good time. Short late, generally speaking, short wait. Usually get on 2 to 3 loads, if not 1 load. If it's nighttime, good lights, good music. If it's daytime, you are covered, so it's a little bit cooler. It's not completely cool. It's a little gross, the whole concept of everyone spinning this thing. But guess what? If you're worried about germs, don't go to Disney World. Went during COVID multiple times, guys. It's fun. You get sick, you get sick. It's just part of having fun in large groups of people. I don't know. Teacups are great. Kids love it. You can spin, you can not spin, so it kind of suits a lot of people. You can comfortably put, like, I don't know, 4 adults is probably pushing it. 4, a family, 2 adults, 2 kids, and they're pretty comfortable. So that's a great. All right. I'm gonna be honest. I am struggling to see what this attraction is that I'm gonna assume this is Spaceship Earth. No. Man, is this Space Mountain? I don't know what this picture is. So we're gonna put it down here in the bath, and we're gonna go to. Ooh, man, I'm spacing out. What is the Garden Ride? Ooh, you guys are going to think I'm not even Disney fans. I love this ride, so I can't think of it right now. So we're going to go do the Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I will think of that name, and we will talk about it because I love it. All right, Winnie the Pooh. Man, that one hurts. It hurts me to do this, but it's kind of messy. They need to redo the interaction area, I think. It just needs to be more polished. It seems like the last time we went through, there's a few things kind of damaged and broke. They need to give it some love. And I think maybe add a few more. Or make it more like the queue flows through them. So you play with it for a second, then you go to the next spot. Because you're going to stack up at the end once you get near the honey disgusting wall in a little bit anyway. And you're going to be stuck there. It's a tough ride to get through with kids because it's slow. It's a slow load because there's a lot of kids. And if you have to wait 30 minutes, it's kind of messy because I'm going to be honest, when our kids are in diapers, they usually went to the bathroom at that point. And then you kind of had to decide, okay, we're going to go change this poopy diaper, or are we going to smell this while we get on the ride and then get diaper rash? Usually we'd have to get out the line, and it's like, it was tough to get on. It's kind of messy, guys. The ride itself, though, it's fun. It's great. It could be more. I think it's time for a refresh. Don't get rid of Winnie the Pooh. Do not get rid of Winnie the Pooh. The character meet and greets are great. The dining at Crystal Palace is great. Do not get rid of Winnie the Pooh. But I think this ride, it could deserve some love. It's time for a little refresh. Maybe redo all of this stuff, but better. All right, the Seas with Nemo and Friends. Woo, nah, it's a skip. I think you can still enter in the gift shop to get to the aquarium, which is really cool, and I suggest you doing it. If you have kids and it's a 5-minute wait, Yeah, walk through the cool air, get on this ride, and you're going to see some really outdated screens, and eventually get to a section that's kind of like half screen, half fish. That part's kind of cool. They disrespected Nemo and friends. I don't know what the budget was for this ride, but it was not much. It does not deserve. Finding Nemo is a huge franchise, and it deserved a lot more. And this ride is terrible. If it was 30 minutes, it's a nah. I am not getting in this line for 30 minutes ever. Ever. Not doing it. Skipping it. We are not going to do that. All right. So let's talk about, because I can't tell what that picture is either. We're going to talk about the Millennium Falcon Hall of Fame. Am I right? Not. It's bad. It's bad. Guys, if there wasn't the section where you feel like you're in the Millennium Falcon and you know you could snap a few pics, would you ride it? Because I'm riding Star Tours over this any day of the week. Star Tours is so much better than Millennium Falcon. You sit there, and if you don't get to pull the lever, you push a button on the side, you push a button on this side, and maybe push a button on the front, and you steer it a little bit. I like the idea what they're doing, but I don't think they actually. I heard it was supposed to be more. I heard this actually got hit really hard with budgeting cuts, and they took out a lot of what you're supposed to do. I've heard rumors that most of the buttons in that ship you were going to be able to control. So you actually were going to have to figure out how to actually control this, and it was going to make a difference. And then they budget cut it, and it it makes a difference if you're driving, but outside of that, not really. So it's a nah. It's not worth the rate. All right, the railroad. And railroad, getting on that railroad, it's kind of messy, and that's what I'm going to dock it for. I, I think there's too many stops on the railroad, and then there's not enough to see while you're on the railroad. That I think they need to figure that out. I know it's a circle around the park, and that might change with Villains Land. Maybe once they add Villains Land, it'll be a little bit more exciting. They'll probably add a stop at Villains Land, though. That's the thing, and then it's going to be more stops. I think they want to use it for transportation primarily, even though my kid loves trains, so we're gonna ride it. He's gonna love it. It's trains. They're awesome. Trains are cool. Don't get me wrong. Locomotive, woohoo, choo choo. But the ride itself and the wait and the queue, it's rough. It is rough. You have to fold strollers because you can't leave them. You can't leave the stroller there. So, and then it's like, okay, you're gonna stop, unload, stop, unload. Honestly, I might would say nah. If you have kids that want to ride a train, it's great. Ride it. Do it. Do not let them not ride a train. Do it 100%. But if you're an adult and you think this is the better transportation, walk through the parks. That's my favorite part about the parks is the smells, the experience, the sightseeing. You're getting on the edge and you're not seeing anything. It's a no for me. All right, Mine Train. Is this Mine Train? I think it is. Let's talk about Mine Train. Everyone hates Mine Train because it's a short ride. It's a roller coaster almost in the center of the park, guys. What did you expect? They didn't have much to work with. And I think it fills that space wonderfully. And it hides a lot of the park from the sight lines. And I think it does a great job of that. But the ride itself, it's not that good. Yeah, there's parts of it. I think, okay, this is the problem with Mine Train. It is a good ride, but Mine Train's going to be probably top 3 in wait times. Peter Pan, Mine Train, and probably Tron. Top 3 in wait times. Jungle Cruise is the oddball exception because it's a slow load as well. You probably will wait more in Jungle Cruise than the posted wait time, so it's probably up there. Mine Train for an hour, I think you'd be really disappointed. Even 30 minutes. I think if you waited 30 minutes for a Mine Train for 30 seconds, I don't know how long it is. It's really a short ride though. And there's 2 scenes. I think if they could have added a 3rd scene somewhere, I would bump this to a good time. But I think you're not getting. I don't think you're getting enough bang for your time that I would skip it. Someone say it's kind of messy and say just walk on past it. All right, Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid once through was great. You're going to walk straight on this ride. If it says 15 minutes, that means there's no one in line and we got to put 15 minutes because there's no one in line and we got to make it look like this ride's worth keeping open. I remember waiting like an hour the year this ride opened and riding it and I was like, oh, it's an Omni mover and it's like cheap. Did Disney sign off on this? Like you go into the big scene room and then like, did I just go in Chuck E. Cheese? What is I don't know. Little Mermaid's a big flop. They disrespected Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid Hear me out, Disney. Get rid of Little Mermaid. Get rid of It's a Small World, and you somehow make Little Mermaid something else with water. Suggestion. Little Mermaid's a big franchise. You will sell Little Mermaid stuff if you do it right. I know the live action movie, I think actually did really good. But if you ask people, they're always going to lean towards the animation movie for some reason with Little Mermaid. I think you can merchandise Little Mermaid better and you can think of something different. All right. Rock and Roller Coaster or Muppets Mayhem. Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be a spotlight. And I think Muppets Mayhem is going to make so much more sense. I think they released some of the music lately, and I have to agree, it was great decisions. It's a great time to change this. I'm not familiar with Aerosmith, and I'm in my 30s. So, what kids are going to be familiar with Aerosmith? None. So I think the in between is you make it Muppets and you mix some good music in there and you do the whole Guardians vibe of you don't know what song you're gonna get. It's a concert. Great. I think it's a lot more exciting, a lot more fun. I hope the pre-show is super funny. I hope Fonzo's in there. No, Beaker. Sorry, I'm thinking of Beaker. Beaker. Really hope Beaker's in there. Beaker's in there. Oh, it's gonna be great. Fonzo, you can be in there too. But Beaker, please be in there. I would love to see what instrument you would play for the band or what you would do part of that team. Even though he's probably not. I've never seen the Muppets TV show for the Mayhem stuff. All right, Slinky Dog Dash. 30 minutes. I'm gonna ride it. It's a good time. It's also a disappointing time if you waited like an hour because Disney. This goes into the Chapek area. Did you cheap out? Was there supposed to be more cover here? Because I feel like I'm just sitting in the sun in a semi-slow roller coaster, and there should be more to see. I don't know. Was there supposed to be more scenery? It is cool. The toys and stuff you do, it is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love the scenery. I love the Andy's backyard concept. It just seems like you cheaped on the shading. You cheaped on the Q, the quo, or Q. I can't even speak to that. This should have been a building themed that's housing the people in line, shaded with AC. That would have took Slinky Dog to the next level, and the loading area should have been completely covered indoors until you leave. You missed out, Disney. That's all you had to do. I don't know how many millions of dollars that would have cost, but I think at this point, doesn't matter because we want to ride it. We love Toy Story. You love Toy Story because you're making a 5th movie this summer. Back your franchises. Can you fix it? Can you add more shade? Close it down for 6 months and build a really nice covered area? I think you have yourself a win. I don't know. Just consider it. I don't know if you're listening tomorrow, but it's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. You're doing great, by the way. You're fixing everything we want, so just keep doing what you're doing. But, all right, Barnstormer. Okay, Barnstormer for me, 100% a spotlight. And that is because it is our now 4-year-old's first roller coaster. And I can remember, I have the footage somewhere. His ride, his face, he's just, I don't know if he was terrified or having the time of his life. Wasn't much sounds coming out, but his face just dropped. And it was no longer, we're on these cool airplanes. It was like, what did Dad sign me up for? And it was top tier memory for me. I know for most parenthood people, parents, and they've taken their kid on a roller coaster, this is probably their first roller coaster. So I bet this experience is very similar on those that have reached motherhood or fatherhood. And it will always be a spotlight to me. But the more I think about it, it's Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. It's not even the craziest ride, but the memories I have, it's going to bump it for Hall of Fame. I'm never going to forget that ride for the rest of my life. And if I do, I'm very sad because that means I got some disease that I can't remember stuff. But anywho, love it. Suggested is your kid's first roller coaster. I know that might change once Big Thunder Mountain's open. Hopefully that will be my daughter's first roller coaster. We'll see. But Peter Pan, all right. Oh, Peter Pan is good. You feel like you're flying. The boat is insane. I think there's some improvements they can make, but it's a good time. If you can wait 30 minutes for Peter Pan, do it. No questions about it. Like just do it. 30 minutes for Peter Pan is an insanely short time for Peter Pan. It's super slow load, and that's why the wait time is going to be pretty close to accurate when you see it, if not a little bit longer, kind of like the Jungle Cruise effect. So if you get 30 minutes, get on it. It's a good time. Especially with kids, because it's a little dark. You feel like you're flying. I wish the boats were 4-seaters, double rows. That would be a good change if they could make the rows like double. Probably would speed up load times. but I don't know if you would be able to see as much as you can see in the two-seater. So at the same time, I don't want to take away the experience. But any love towards this ride, do it, Disney. Great ride, never get rid of it. It's a great time all the time. All right, I still can't figure out Mission Green. Oh my gosh, this is Mission Space. It is a no. Do not do do not do it, guys. Mission Space, terrible ride. You're gonna feel noxious, claustrophobic, and if you don't, I don't know, maybe you're like a psychopath, borderline. I don't know. The only time I would do this ride is if you wanted to have some adult drinks, get on there, trick a friend to get on there, and you're probably going to puke your guts and remember it for the rest of your life because it's that terrible. I would say skip it. I can't believe they haven't closed this ride just for no reason at all. Just like, hey guys, no one gets on it. There's got to be some reason they keep it, and I don't understand if it's the Space 220 restaurant maybe has a contract. Um, I don't know. That ride is, if you stomach that ride, kiddo to you. I don't get sick on rides. That ride makes me feel uncomfortable. Fact. Don't do it. Pirates of the Caribbean, Hall of Fame, no questions asked. When I think of Disney rides, I think of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a boat ride, a lot of scenes. You got to drop. You get probably the best animatronics ever. It's a long experience. The queues decorated. It's a lot of switchbacks in the front, but once you get through like more of the dungeony section, it's cool. It's kind of creepy. Music is great. The music's great. Yo ho, yo ho. That song's gonna be in your head for the rest of the day now. You're welcome. Thank you. Tips on that. So yeah, if you like that, go sign up for my Patreon because your boy needs some support to keep doing this. Otherwise, I won't be able to talk about all the things I love. All right, Pirates, wonderful. Pirates of the Caribbean, favorite movie. So bam, bada boom, bada boom. All right, carousel. It's kind of messy. I want to ride the carousel. I like the carousel. You put it in the middle of the baking sun with no cover. It seems like it's misplaced, even though cinematically it looks great at night. Don't get me wrong. And for some reason, I can never get to ride it. It's down. It's being refurbed. It's being repainted. I don't know what you have to do to have less issues, more cover. Maybe we move that when you take out, your speed track and your circus. Relocation of the carousel. I'm on board. I don't know what you put there in replace of it. Maybe some kind of cool feud stand that looks, I don't know, like an outpost of the castle. I don't know. I do like the sword in the front that you can try to pull. Never got to pull it out. Hope one day my kids get to because that would be super thrilling and exciting. But it's kind of messy carousel. I love carousels. It's just that one doesn't hit. Can't wait to see the new Animal Kingdom carousel. Yeah, that's coming. So that would be cool. And then, ooh, the Frozen ride. God, I got a lot of Hall of Fames. I might have to drop something the more I think about this. But that's a Hall of Fame ride. That's the second best ride at Epcot. I can't say first because Guardians is by far like top tier and anything. Frozen's a family ride. Anyone I've ever taken on Frozen that's never ride it was not expecting that and loved it. The way the music comes back and you start going backwards, I don't know how you guys changed it from the Viking, Norwegian, whatever it was before so well, but you guys nailed it. I can't wait to see the new animatronics. And I know they changed the faces on Anna and Elsa at the very end, which needed to be done because the projection mapping was not working. So really cool. You guys are improving it. Well done. If you guys could figure out the queue a little bit from coming out and wrapping around obnoxiously and just like the giant pathway would be cool, but I don't have that solution because you guys had to refit it for that area. Maybe those gift shops, time to get them a little, I don't know how well they're used or loved or anything like that, but if you can figure out a queue coming out system a little bit better, top tier. All right, the three caballeros in the Mexican pavilion. It's kind of messy. I will ride it. 30 minutes, I would not ride it. If that's not a walk-in, I'm not getting in it. I know what it is. It's cheap screens and terrible props. But I don't want you ever to get rid of it. I just want you to add more to it. But if you add more to it, the line gets longer and there's nowhere for a line to go. That is an interesting problem. So I feel like you just have to do minor tweaks periodically that end up being a giant refurb in 10 years. So every year you add a little something. You add a little something. I don't think you should get rid of it, but I do think it needs some improvements or something to hype me up while I'm writing it. Maybe new music. I don't know, new scenes. I don't know. I don't know what you do to that to fix it and not make it an unbearable crowd in that pavilion because it can't handle much people. There's like 2 switchbacks and then, you're going through the entrance and exits. I don't know. It's really messy. Really messy. No other way to describe it. All right, Kilimasari Rapids. Oh, sorry. Cali Rapids. Sorry, whoa, spacing out. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that in spotlight with caveats. Probably not the best ride for kids that are young. Actually, the height requirement, you probably can't get them on there anyway. I don't think about it. I never rode there with my kids. Um, it's not for everyone. You may get soaked. You may be having the best time of your life and stay dry. It is 100% 50-50. So if you are okay with potentially, I'm going to say 20% to 40% of you are getting soaked on our raft, and you're okay with that, it's a great ride. If you can fill it up with everyone you know, I think it's 8 or 10 spots. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 spots, maybe 10. I don't know. If you can get a full raft of everyone you know, and it's like Russian roulette almost, but with water, you are going to have so much fun picking on whoever gets wet. And you might be the joke, and that's okay. That's what Disney's about, having a good time and being fun. All right. Navi River Ride. I might be saying that one wrong too. You know, the first time I waited a long time, I was very disappointed. I didn't know what I was getting on, didn't want to look it up, didn't want to be spoiled. Now that I've rode it a few times, I'm gonna have to put it in nah. The animatronics are great, the scenery is great, it's chill, but it's kind of like, what's the point? Like, I don't see it. And I don't know what you do about that now. I think it's too late, right? What are you gonna add more animatronics in there? Add more Na'vi, more avatars? I don't know. I don't know what you do about it, but it's not for me. It's not for me. All right, Space Mountain, sorry. It's a spotlight. It's getting noticeably rough the older I get. I do feel the jerks more, and I think it's due for a track overhaul. But the concept, it's got to be a spotlight. If you've never rode Space Mountain, you're missing out. It's not gonna make you sick or anything. There's a little whiplash probably in there. So if you've had back surgery, probably wouldn't suggest it. Vehicles are a little bit tight, probably depending for some people's body structure. But it's a spotlight. It's a good ride, guys. Go do it. It's it's the backbone of Disney. I mean, I don't know if that was their first roller coaster at Magic Kingdom, but it had to be, right? I don't know anything else. But do it. You're gonna love it. It's in the dark, so you don't really know what's going on anyway. But get in there with 3 people, have a great time. Hopefully, you get the one with the most leg space, because some of them it does vary. Mickey's Runaway Railroad. Whew, okay. This is okay. Trackless rides. I don't want more than one at each park because they start to feel the same. So Rise of the Resistance feels the same as Remy's and feels the same as Runaway Railroad. I think it works the most on Runaway's Railroad. So I'm going to put it as a good time. However, if you guys would have just redone the Great Movie Ride with this system and new scenes and more relevant movies, would have been a better attraction. And if you guys want to raise your hands up and say, you know what, guys, Mickey's Runaway Railroad, we are going to run away and it's never coming back. And the great big movie ride of Walt Disney's coming, and we're going to showcase all of the animated movies or all of the live action or a mix of everything, would be better. It just would be better. And Mickey can be your guide on the whole experience. I don't know. I just don't think it was the fix. I'm not saying that I'm going to run to the Great Movie Ride because I didn't know 95% of the movies in there. It aged. But you guys could have kept that concept, did trackless, and had a very great system that could have been always updated whenever you wanted. I think you'd missed out an opportunity. Runaway Railroad, it could have been great. You could have put that at Magic Kingdom as a separate ride, and it could have been the trackless ride for Magic Kingdom. And would be loved, but not overly hyped, and it would fit Magic Kingdom. It's not in the right place. But I'm gonna still put it as a good time because it is fun. The scene when you're in there with Daisy and you're dancing, it's a good one. Anywho, Aladdin's Garbets. Nah, why is that in Disney? This looks like a cheapo state theme park ride or state fair ride. Disney, get rid of it. I don't know how you have to assemble that. Send someone in there to hand take it apart so you don't have to use a crane, and that's what they do for 3 years. Get rid of it. use that space for a fountain and I would be happier. Use that space for concrete and put nothing and I would be happier. It's a waste of space. Use it, build some shade, build some seating in there, relaxing area. I don't know, just get rid of that. It's trash, garbage. Capacity can't be high enough that it actually matters. Get rid of it. All right, I cannot for the life of me tell what this picture is. So we're gonna have to skip that as well. And then, oh, People Mover. Okay, a little biased here. People Mover has a special place in my life as well. And it's a great ride. It's relaxing, it's chilling. If you can get on in the fireworks, do it. Do it. Do it. And if you can get take on extra lap, just do it. It's chill. It's relaxed. If you could bring drinks on it, would make it to the next tier. I know they have to clean it, but anywho, if they could figure that out, we'd be in a different level, and it would be super, super exciting. All right, Tower of Terror, man. I'm looking at this and I'm noticing a trend here. Like, we need more spotlight rides, Disney. You don't have to make Hall of Fames every time. We need more spotlights. But Tower of Terror is great. I love it. If you go on Tower of Terror and you don't come out smiling, we're not going to Disney World again. Fact. It's just a fact. You get on that ride and you didn't have fun, we are never going to go back to the parks together. And I'm not going to tell you that, but it's going to be in my mind. It's just not happening. It's a good ride. You should have fun. I love riding that with my friends. Love riding that with the group. Looking at people in between, holding your hands up. You fall. Oh, it's crazy. It's good. It's wonderful, guys. You should always do it. All right, Toy Story Mania. I think that's what it's called. Mania? Is it called Mania? I'm questioning myself. All right. Kind of messy. I love it, and I will ride it every time, and I'm going to attempt to beat any and everyone in my little cart score every single time. I feel like I'm really weirdly good at that game. But why did you guys get rid of Mr. Potato Head? I know you changed the queue from the entrances to add an extra track. Bring back Mr. Potato Head as the animatronic in the queue, and it would be better. And do more in the queue, guys. You're in Toy Story Land. It's once again, I think it's a Chapek decision. He cheaped out on everything in Toy Story Land, and it should be funner. The wait should be fun. The ride's great. It's a screen shooter. Not much more you can do against a screen shooter. The theming's good, but it could be great. Be great, Disney. Figure it out. Mr. Tomorrow, make it a great, big, beautiful tomorrow for me. Thank you, please. All right, Tron. Tron's a good time. I think it's more of a hype going into it than anything else. First of all, it's got a weird situation of it's funner to ride at night. And in the summer, there's not much nighttime options. But it's cool when it's all lit up and the canvas. I think I've rode it last when it was the Tron Aries and it was like the red. I think they've got rid of that overlay by now. But it is so hyped up going in, right? The way you go through this queue, you see them like taking off, bright lights and it's flashing, and you feel like you're in Tron. But the ride is so short. I think by the time you actually ride and you get off, it's over so quick that while it's a great ride, never get rid of it. I don't think you're going to spotlight it as much as you're going to spotlight your Space Mountain ride that's 2 feet away. So, next, I can't tell what any of these are. Is this Soarin'? It's got to be Soarin', right? Wow, I can't read what that is. I don't see Soarin' on the list, so it's got to be Soarin'. And I know I couldn't think of Soarin's name earlier when I was describing Avatar Flight of Passage, but Soarin's a good time. I enjoy it. It's nothing crazy. You get lifted up pretty high. You get some wonderful scents. You sit in the shade. It's just relaxing. I should have changed good time to relaxing. That's what I should have did. That should have totally just been called relaxing. And it's a good time. It's relaxing. If Soarin's 30-minute wait, go do it. I don't think they do the trivia like they used to when you go through the queue. The queue is a little outdated. They could redo the queue. They could figure out how to make that a little bit more friendly or something. But I'm going to ride Soarin' if it's 30-minute wait. All right, this must be Tiana's. I've been staring at these in between, and I think this is Tiana's. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to put it as a freaking spotlight. Splash Mountain was good. The layout's the same. We know that. They didn't change the track. They changed the theming, but they nailed it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like Tiana's. I've actually never seen the movie all the way. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Never seen it all the way. And I'm not a Tiana's like fanboy or anything like that because I've never seen the movie all the way, but it's a good ride. The music, animatronics, nailed it, guys. I love Tiana's. We'll probably watch that movie again really soon because I need to finish it all the way through, and maybe I'll become the biggest fan ever. I don't know. I've just never really sat down. I think it just hit at a time in my life and an age that I didn't see that princess movie. I'm assuming she's a princess. I'm gonna call her a princess because she wears a green dress by the end, right? All right. So we have one I cannot tell at all. It might be the pavilion at Canada, but I really can't tell. Wow. I'm feeling bad about myself, but I have no idea what this is right now. So we're gonna skip that one. And then I don't know why I can't think about what the garden ride is called at Epcot, but it is 100% a good time. You're gonna ride it. You're gonna learn something. And usually it's seasonal, so you get to see different plants growing at different times of the year. And it's usually a low wait. It's inside the Soaring Pavilion. People kind of overlook it. And I mean, the unloading area is a little obnoxious when you get those screens at the very end. I wish they would change those last few scenes up. But when you're going through and seeing the fruits and plants and fish, that's what they do. They should just add more stuff growing in the last few scenes and get rid of the little story at the end. And it would be a little bit better. And I'd probably remember the name then. But it's a good time. And you're going to enjoy it, guys. Hands down, it's just a good time. Well, guys, I hope you liked my list. You guys let me know, would these 7 be in your Hall of Fame? Just let me know. Or drop down in your comments, actually, what your favorite Disney World park attraction ride is. And if you've never been, well, guess what? It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. So go ahead and waste your money and go get you some tickets, get you a hotel reservation, and you go stay at Disney. If you guys need tips and tricks on that, throw that in the comments because maybe that'll be a future video. But enough, I got some experience on me. Been around the moon a few times, if you know what I'm saying. I've seen some full moons and many, 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 many moons. All right. Anywho, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Go hit that Patreon link if you want to keep supporting this channel. And Danny's out. Later, guys. Bye.